Hi y'all. So today is Thursday, May 28th, 2026, and I am here in Eugene, Oregon, currently at mile 8,935. Yeah. So by the time I reach the campground in San Simeon, I realized that while I can walk long distances on this fucked up knee of mine, I wasn't so sure about those steep inclines and declines that I had coming ahead in Big Sur. So I decided to retreat from the huge challenge and continue on with the mini adventures until my mid-July appointment in Spokane with the sports medicine doctor, and I find out just exactly what is going on with this knee of mine. So here I am about to walk the flat 4 to 5 mile Eugene Solar System Trail. And first up, I'm starting at the outer reaches of the solar system, here with Pluto. But unfortunately, I think it's been removed. Well, that kind of sucks, because the way that this solar system trail is set up, it's supposed to see how big the sun is and how big the other planets are in comparison. It's like 1/1,000,000th of a scale. And then the distance that they're set out is supposed to be in scale to the solar system. Yeah. Oh well. Anyhow, here's the info about the dwarf planet Pluto. The Eugene Solar System Trail, Pluto, the dwarf planet. Pluto, which is smaller than Earth's moon, is primarily made of ice and rock. Once considered the 9th planet, Pluto is the largest member of the Kuiper Belt and best known of a class of worlds called dwarf planets. Pluto has 5 moons. The largest, Charon, is so big that Pluto and Charon orbit each other like a double planet. Sometimes Pluto is closer to the sun than Uranus. Pluto's highly eccentric oval-shaped orbit brings it inside Neptune's orbit for a 20-year period every 248 Earth years. Pluto's surface is extremely cold, -375 to -400 degrees Fahrenheit. That's -226 to -240 degrees Celsius. The plains on Pluto's surface are composed of more than 98% nitrogen ice with traces of methane and carbon monoxide. The mountains are made of water ice. And that was Pluto. Next up, Neptune. And here we have Neptune. That's what it's supposed to look like. Neptune, the mathematically discovered planet. Neptune is the 8th and farthest known solar planet. Dark, cold, and whipped by supersonic winds, the ice giant Neptune is more than 30 times as far from the sun as Earth. The only planet in the solar system found by mathematical prediction rather than by observation. Unexpected changes in the orbit of Uranus led Alexis Bouvard to deduce that its orbit was being affected by a nearby unknown planet. The position of Neptune was predicted from his observations. Neptune orbits the sun once every 164.8 Earth years. Neptune has 14 known moons, the largest moon being Triton. The planet's southern hemisphere had a great dark spot comparable to the Great Red Spot on Jupiter. And that was Neptune. And according to Google Maps, Neptune is supposed to be right over there. So, yeah, Google Maps isn't accurate. All right, now I'm gonna head right back on over there to the bench to sit down and smoke up. Oh, look what I found. And that's just a little bit of magic. All because I decided to walk back a few feet to hit this bench. Well, now that I'm properly medicated, time for me to continue on. Now, on to Uranus. And this looks like a perfect spot to sit and smoke. And so I shall. Much love and much peace. Another great spot. All right, I cannot pass up a seat with shade. Great spot to smoke. There are 4 things in life that will change you: love, music, art, and loss. The first 3 will keep you wild and full of passion. May you allow the last to make you brave. And here we have Uranus, the sideways planet. Uranus is the 7th planet from the sun and is very cold and windy. Like the other giant planets, Uranus has a ring system, a magnetosphere, and numerous moons. The ice giant is surrounded by 13 faint rings and 27 small moons. Uranus makes a complete orbit around the sun in about 84 Earth years. Uranus is the only planet whose equator is nearly at a right angle with the solar system, as its rotational axis is tilted over 90 degrees from the plane of its orbit. Uranus is made of water, methane, and ammonia fluids above a small rocky center. Its atmosphere is made of hydrogen and helium, like Jupiter and Saturn, but it also has methane. The methane makes Uranus blue. Here we have Saturn. Wow, that's pretty freaking awesome. Saturn, the ringed planet. Saturn is the second largest planet and sixth from the sun, almost 10 times further from the sun than Earth. Like fellow gas giant Jupiter, Saturn is a massive ball made mostly of hydrogen and helium. Its huge size causes gravitational compression, which makes it extremely hot. Currently, Saturn has 53 confirmed moons, with 29 additional provisional moons awaiting confirmation. Saturn's rings are made of billions of small chunks of ice and rock, coated with other materials, such as dust, which are thought to be pieces of comets, asteroids, or shattered moons that broke up before they reached the planet, torn apart by Saturn's powerful gravity. Saturn's interior is most likely composed of a core of iron, nickel, and rock, and has a pale yellow hue due to ammonia crystals in its upper atmosphere. And here we have Jupiter. Jupiter, the largest planet, more than twice as massive as all the other planets combined. Jupiter orbits the sun once every 12 Earth years, and its rotation is the fastest of all the solar system's planets, completing a rotation on its axis in slightly less than 10 hours. Like the sun, Jupiter is mostly hydrogen, 90%, and helium, 10%. Jupiter has 53 confirmed moons, with 26 additional provisional moons. The four largest moons are Io, Europa, Ganymede, and Callisto, collectively known as the Galilean moons, and are visible from Earth with binoculars on a clear night. The best known feature of Jupiter is the Great Red Spot, a persistent anticyclonic storm several times larger than Earth. And there you have Jupiter. And since it's starting to rain, I'm jumping off the trail and catching a bus back to my mom's. Not really sure how many miles I did. I know I've done at least 4, but we'll see. All right, and the phone's about to die anyway, so this is kind of like perfect timing, I guess. Yeah, I just got to get to the bus stop relatively dry. So I'm here by the bus stop near Amtrak. It's the closest one, and it'll drop me off pretty much right in front of my mom's house. I'll be back here in a couple days to finish out this mini adventure. Alright, now I wait for the bus. And as always, where are you? It's your hit. Don't make me smoke all this weed by myself. Find me, follow me, see where I am. Come out and walk 1 mile with me, and I will show you magic. Much love and much peace, you all. The Owen Memorial Rose Garden. And here there is more than 4,500 roses. Wow.